Hello, Spankers. Welcome back to my channel. This is a special episode. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a tater box step by step. Look at this ugly tater box. It's my current tater box, and it's doing a very poor job of being a tater box. It's literally falling apart. I never say literally when I mean figuratively. Aw, look at how sad the taters are that live in this tater box. I am filled with pathos at the sight of these Les Mis looking taters. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is decide how big your tater box should be. A box about 22 inches high will accommodate most standard sized taters. I like to use a tape measure to measure out my plywood. Most tape measures come with markings on them so you can see how long your plywood is. What I'm using here is called a square, which is funny because it's shaped more like an L. I suppose one could make the argument that it's shaped like a 7, but only psychos draw a 7 with a straight up and down leg. The 7 helps you draw straight lines. Once you have your plywood measured and smoothed out, you'll need to cut it with your saw. Here's a circular saw I found in my garage, but you can literally use any kind of saw you want, even in Arkansas. I harness the power of electricity to operate my saw. I think electricity is one of the greatest inventions. Cut right on those lines you drew earlier, just like Mrs. Hayes taught you in kindergarten. You'll end up with some pieces of plywood shaped roughly like rectangles once you make your cuts. Now we have to find a way to stick these panels together. To do that, I'm going to make a rabbet joint. That's funny, because it sounds like I'm going to use a rabbit to stick the wood together, but this is a different kind of rabbet. What I'm pointing at is a jig I made to cut my rabbets. The jig is up, the news is out. They finally found me. Here's the tool I'm going to use to cut my rabbets. It's called a Wi-Fi router. Here's the metal bit you put into the router to make it work. I can't remember what it is called. Take the metal bit out of your apron and put it in your router and make your cuts just like I show you here. Be real careful with the Wi-Fi router. It can do serious damage to some of your favorite body parts. Here's what those rabbets look like when done. It's the part I'm pointing at. Where did I go? Oh, there I am. I'm playing charades, and my word is handles. I'm going to cut handles into the sides of my tater box. It's not a popular opinion, but I feel like handles make things easier to carry. And you know me, I'm going to add a bit of flair to the bottom of my tater box by cutting some ornamental and elongated arches. So I once again use my tape measure and measure where I want my handles. Handles should be placed where they'd be handy. The tool I'm using here is an electric drill. I'll use it to drill a hole so that I can then insert a saw and cut out my handles. Here's that saw. It's called a jigsaw. It's the kind of saw they use to make certain kinds of puzzles. I really am digging this handle, but now I need to make my ornamental arches. I used something circular to draw the kinds of arches I wanted. Then again, I get to use that puzzle saw to cut off the pieces I didn't want. It really is easy for someone like me. You can use your router to round over the edges of the handles and the arches if you want. Here I tried to use the wrong kind of router. I didn't have a lot of success with this one, so I went back to my Wi-Fi router. Here's the little metal bit you'll use to round over those edges. I don't remember what this one is called either. Do you feel like you get good upload speeds with your router? Leave a comment below to tell me the best kind of router to use for internets. My Craftsman router is horrible at providing internet to all of our devices. Many carpenters develop scurvy while working on a project. Avoid that by eating citrus fruits like oranges. So my tater box is going to feature a drawer on the bottom portion in case the taters want to rent out some space, maybe to some onions. Find a drawer you have lying around, maybe one you took out of a small nightstand that no one uses, and in fact you don't even know where the stand is anymore, and all you have left are the drawers. Use one of those. You'll have to cut a hole in one of your panels to accommodate the drawer. You can see how easy it is. Don't mistake it for a window. It's a drawer hole. Now it's time to glue up our panels. Wood glue is one of the best kinds of glue for gluing wood together. Sniffing glue doesn't work very well. Here I'm using a jig to help me line up the panels. I really do make this look easy, but if you try real hard, you can complete this project. Pre-eclampsia. That's what I get right before I clamp my project together. Then I get post-eclampsia. Okay, maybe it is a window. Quit looking at me through my window, you perv. Now it's time to harvest the dowels we'll use to hold the panels together. Selecting just the right dowel is the mark of a master woodworker. I always sustainably harvest my dowels. I never take more than I can use. Now it's time to drill the holes for the dowels I just sustainably harvested. The hole should be just a teensy weeny bit bigger than the circumference of your dowel. Here I use a high-quality sniffing glue to hold the dowels in place. Shove that dowel way down in there, kind of like how you clean your ear with a Q-tip. I use this fillet saw to cut the dowels off flush. Don't worry about hurting the dowel. They have low-functioning nerve endings. Where'd I go? Oh, I'm getting some sawdust to mix with the glue and fill the void. That's the kind of thing a master woodworker does. Where am I going? Oh, to get some more sawdust, like a master woodworker. Now we need to make a couple of shelves that will sit inside our box and hold our taters and the drawer that we made from scratch. It seems obvious, but you use a circular saw to make circular cuts. It looks like the shelf will fit just fine. Behold! Now I will show you how to affix the shelves to your box. A lesser master carpenter would use screws or snaps, or maybe even hook and loop fabric, but I'm going to use glue and dowels, OBS. Drill your holes just a teensy-weensy bit bigger than your dowels. Drilling is easy. Be careful not to lose your dowel. Use a good dowel glue to hold the dowels in place. Once you have your shelves in, you can start sanding. It would be funny if the drawer didn't fit, but that would never happen to a master carpenter. I always take time to painstakingly hand sand all my projects. Wear proper protection when you sand. It's at this point when you can really start to savor the fine craftsmanship. I really do like to savor craftsmanship.
Okay, got it. I gotta go. All right, yes. No, I gotta go. Yeah, okay. All right, Norm. Okay, Norm, I gotta go though. Okay, yeah, I will call you back. Is that okay? Can I call you back, Norm? Okay, I gotta go. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Norm Abrams is always one in my tater box plans. When you wear fine garments like gray Rocky Balboa sweatshirts manufactured circa 1995, it's important to protect them with a man apron. I call it a manprin. I don't usually get dressed in front of people, but since we're all friends, I'm making an exception. Now we're going to measure out the top of the tater box. The tater box top. Lid is another three-letter word that can describe it. Can you think of another three-letter word for top or lid? I knew you could. Good job. Cutting a square cap with the circular saw. Very easy. So now I'm going to show you exactly how to primer your tater box. Take a paintbrush, dip it in your primer, and spread it all over your tater box. When you primer and paint, you should sand in between coats.
Hey everybody! Hey, look up here, it's me, LPD, Little Professional Dad. Oh, I'm so sorry for this. I am so sorry. Sand between coats, come on. You know, I'm not so sure this guy's a master carpenter, if you know what I'm talking about. Look at him. Look at this guy. Again, I apologize. If you don't want to watch the rest of the video, we completely understand. Of course, he didn't tell you how, when he glued it up, he glued up one of the corners wrong and had to break it apart and re-glue it. He didn't tell you how he was too lazy to break out the table saw, so his cuts would be a little bit straighter. He didn't tell you about when he drilled those holes for the pegs, there was blowout on the edges, and he had to put putty and wood paste in there to fill it up. Look at him. Look at him. I tell you, I'm sorry. This is really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing for us. It's embarrassing for me. And again, if you need to watch something else on YouTube right now, I don't blame you. There's probably better tater boxes out there. This one's not working. He's building a tater box, and he acts like he's building an armoire or something, like fine cabinetry. I don't know what to do. You know, leave a comment below if you think he should shut down his channel, because this is embarrassing. Sanding between coats. Come on. I don't understand. It's called The Professional Dad, and his kids aren't even in most of the videos. You tell me. I don't know what to do. Look at the lighting. It doesn't have good lighting. His choice of songs, ridiculous. Come on. He doesn't know how to work his camera. He's half colorblind, so he can't adjust the color. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's really a bad video. I gotta apologize again. Sorry. We're so sorry about this. Anyways, I'll try to talk to him, see if we can come up with something. We'll have a better video next time. If we don't shut down the channel. But we need help. Leave a comment below if you feel like there's something else we need to do. If you have any suggestions, we'll come up with something. But if you can make it to the end, he does, in fact, finish the tater box, so you do have that. I'm not sure, it's worth looking into. He does paint it, at least, so there is that. It is a finished product. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you can make it to the end, great. If not, completely understand. Don't worry about it. Don't even apologize if you feel like you gotta tell me, hey, I had to click off of there because it was, kind of ridiculous and kind of boring and the production values are so low. I get it. 100% I get it. So, anyways, thank you.
Okay, I stepped away for just a minute. I had to use the bathroom real bad. Well, now I'm going to show you exactly how to paint your tater box. Get the kind of paint that comes in an ozone-friendly aerosol can. LOL. But really, if you use it indoors, the aerosol can't hurt the ozone. It's up to all of us to do what we can to reduce ozone depletion, because as we know, the hole in the ozone is the greatest threat to humanity right now. Eche arca archa. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to fasten the lid to the tater box. One of the best ways to let the lid open and close is through the use of hinge technology. A hinge is really a powerful piece of technology, but you won't find them at Radio Shack. You have to go to the hardware store. Use a drill to drill your hinge holes. Use a screwdriver to tighten your hinge screws. So easy. Behold. Feed me, taters. Hungry. You get a little giddy as the project nears completion. Let's see if we have any happy taters. Oh, there's one. Look at that guy. He looks delicious. Oh, and there's a relatively pleased onion. I can already smell him getting fried up. So there you have it. There's the construction of a tater box. You can put other things in it. Onions, sweet potatoes, various other tubers, probably. I do agree with you that it is a great tater box, and this has been a great video explaining exactly how to build a tater box step by step. So since you like the video so much, hit the like button below, or on the side, or wherever it is. It's the one with the thumbs up. The one with the thumbs up like the fawn saying, "Ay."